Hello everyone, for this video and class we are going to be playing around with any type of resistance band that you have. If you don't have a resistance band, no worries, you can still do this workout without one. So I will be playing around with these Arena Strength resistance bands, and this one, pink one, is the medium width one. This grey one, because they do come in threes, is the light one, meaning a lot more range of movement in it. And this black one is definitely really good for keeping some stability in the legs, especially when doing deadlifts. So it even comes with little cues on the actual tags itself, and it comes with a cute little pouch for travelling purposes or just genuine storage purposes. They fold in nicely, all three of them at the same time. As you can see, they are in the pouch. An easy ziplock. So just showing the range of motion, you can wrap them around your calf muscles or just below the knees. Works great for the resistance of when doing clamshells and the like. And yes, you can have it around your knees and still get a really good range of movement, but very resisted. Grey one on the other hand works really well for around the thighs when doing leg lifts, développés, and or when coming into squat-like variations. There's enough room to move the legs around with just the right amount of resistance. And as established with this black one, just around the calves depending on the size of your legs. Really good for holding the stability in the legs, especially whilst you're coming down into good mornings, deadlifts, or anything that involves bending over a fraction. And now we get on with the class. So just re-establishing, I will be using all three of these resistance bands, but no worries if you don't have one at all, you can still do the workout. Coming to the back of our mat, bring your left ankle over your right knee, pressing through your arms. We're going to come into a nice gentle warm-up, focusing the majority of warm-up in our legs. So this posture will help to stretch out our left glutes. So try to remain quite upright with your upper body, and now windshield wipe the knees, so just tipping them from side to side, keeping your feet still, keeping your upper body exactly as is. And now switching out sides with your legs, this time right ankle over left knee, pressing through your arms, keeping your upper body nice and lifted. Try to bring your chest to your legs. So now we should feel a really nice stretch throughout our right glutes. And once again coming into some windshield wipers with the legs. Shifting yourself back just a fraction, extending out your legs, reaching arms up sky high, reaching for your toes, your ankles, your feet, knees, wherever you can manage to reach, and coming into a forward fold just to stretch out our hamstrings and calves. Rising back up, bending in your right leg, keeping your left leg extended, coming into single-legged hamstring stretch. Gently coming back up, switching out legs, left leg bends in, right leg extends, reaching your hands for your right foot, stretching out our right side hamstring and calf. Rising back up and shifting your left leg around so that your left ankle is beneath or just next to your left glutes. So now we're stretching out our thigh muscles on our left side. If staying up on your hands is more than enough for you, stay upright, but if you can come down to your elbows, by all means. If of course your knee has the biggest problem with this posture, just flip yourself over. And now switching out legs, precisely the same posture, but on our right side. So right heel tucks underneath next to our right glute, left leg extends, either on your hands or on your elbows. And also feel free to tip your head back if that feels nice. And now coming back up, reaching for, if you're working with the same bands as me, the pink band, but reaching for any band that you have, or if you don't have one, that's completely fine. Just around below the knees, around the calf muscles, shifting your way down, coming into some glute activation bridges. So just nice and slow, starting off with our first one. And that's 1, 2, 3, pressing through the heels. It does not matter how high your hips are reaching, just as long as you're feeling an engagement in your glutes. We are coming up to 7. Pretty much all the glute exercises we will be doing reach up to 7 reps. Now coming up onto your toes, lifting your heels, glute bridges. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you should start to feel this in the calves as well, and 7. Now keeping your heels lifted, lift up your waist, alternates, abductions. So each time you come up, one knee comes out, back to center, lower, lift, other knee out, lower, lift, other knee out. And now low abductions, so hips stay low and abduct your legs outwards, so pressing your knees outwards. Lifting up your hips, same thing, out and out, pressing your knees out. You should already have some resistance on the band, but you're adding even more. Heels lifted, alternate glute raises. So you're trying to keep your hips lifted as much as you can, while switching out sides, lifting up one foot then the other. And now ditching your band, if you're working with more than one like me, then you're going to grab your Arena Strength Great band. But if you're not working with a resistance band, no worries. If you're only working with the one resistance band, no worries, just keep the band where it is, but lift it up to your thighs. Leaning over to your right side now, of course if you're mirroring me, you'll be on your left. Hovered clamshell lifts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I'm keeping a hover with the left leg or right leg, kicking it back and forward. Just swing it back and forward. So keeping a lot of tension on that resistance band if you're working with one. And now from here, knee taps forward, knee taps back. So similar concept to a hot potato, but just with our knee. And now funny I should mention, hot potato double tap. 1 double tap, 2 double tap. Keep going. Keep lifting that left leg. If you're mirroring me, your right leg. And now some standard Pilates clamshells, so feet lifted, knees down, and lifting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now shifting around. Just adjust the resistance band if need be and come into some ballet leg kicks. So you point your foot as you come up, you flex your foot as you come down. And now knee drive and leg kick coming back. Knee drive, kick the leg back. Remember to really engage your glutes once your leg is somewhere behind you. And now knee drive, glute kick with a leg lift. 1, knee drive, kick the leg behind you and lift for 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now momentarily taking off the band, we're going to come into some butterfly glute bridges. So once you're ready and adjusted, feet together, knees wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now shifting all the way around, grabbing that grey resistance band or resistance band at all, but again if you're still not using one, no worries at all. Re-establishing the band around your thighs, just above your knees, laying on your left side if you're mirroring me, your right side, and starting again with those hovered Pilates clamshells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now sway the leg back and forward. Try to keep a hover with the legs, meaning try to keep a lot of tension on the resistance band. But if you're not using a resistance band, make sure that you keep your right leg hovered. And now hot potato our knee, forward and back. Tap forward, tap back, tap forward, and you get the idea, all the way up to 7. And now straightening out your legs, coming into some double tap hot potato for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now coming into some Pilates clamshells. So feet up, knees down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now adjusting the band a little bit if you need to. Go ahead and then come into some left side ballet leg kicks. Pointed foot coming up, flexed foot coming down. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now knee drive, kick your glute behind you, knee drive and back. Try to keep a hover with your lifted working leg, that way you keep the intensity and then keep the resistance on the band. And now knee drive, glute kick with a leg lift for 1. Knee drive, glute kick and lift for 2. 3, 4, breathing your way through it. 5, 6, and 7. And now flipping yourself all the way around, you're going to bring the resistance band around your feet, around your left ankle or heel, but pressing down with your right toes, and flip back over to your front. So once you've maneuvered and manipulated enough, I'm going to come into single leg left side hamstring curls. So once you're ready, once you're there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel free to rest your chin on your forearms. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just using your feet now to the best that you can to switch out sides. Pressing down with your left toes, lifting with your right heel once you're ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Just lifting your legs up a bit, allowing the band to drop around your calves, engaging through your glutes, so lifting up your legs. Pressing your legs out slightly for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now coming on up and adjusting the band above your knees. Once you're adjusted, come into your forearms, donkey kicks left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Point your foot, hydrants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now flex your foot, donkey kick. Point your foot, hydrant for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now switching out sides, right side donkey kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now hydrants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now flexing your foot, donkey kick, and pointing your foot, hydrants for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now laying on your left side, but if you're mirroring me on your right side, right leg sways, so sway forward and sway back with a flex to your foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now from here, flex foot with the leg lifts. So lifting up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing, keep lifting. And now develope the leg. Bend your knee in with the pointed foot. Flex your foot as you straighten back out for 1. Bend and straighten for 2. Bend and straighten for 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now swinging around over to your right side, but if you're mirroring me, you'll be on your left. You're going to sway the leg back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now keeping a flexed foot, leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now develop the leg, bend knee in, straighten and flex for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now we come up to our first minute break. So now adding the non-stretch resistance band around our calves, hands by your head, bending over, weight in the heels, and press back up for some good mornings. For 1, 2, 3, you can absolutely do this without a resistance band. 4, 5, as you come down, hinge from the hips, flat back. Squeeze your butt as you come up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now a narrow squat, and when you come down, straighten through your legs automatically into a good mornings. For 1, squat, bend, lift. For 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now coming into some deadlifts, sliding your hands down your shin and come back up. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now ditching the band if you have one around you. Switching out back out for the pink one around the calves. Now coming into some glute bridges with an added pulse. For 1, lower, lift, pulse. For 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now lifting your heels, same thing, but with the double pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now switching out bands again. Or if you're working with the one band, just adjust the band around your thighs. If you don't have a band at all, that is still fine. I know I'm a broken record. So once it's around you, laying on your far right side, and donkey kick pushes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now you're going to come into some single leg bicycle curls and straighten as you come back. Curl forward, straighten, come back. Curl forward, straighten and come back. And now straight leg swings forward, bicycle curl back. Straight leg come forward, bicycle curl come back. And now rotating around to the other side. So laying almost on your stomach but not entirely. Coming into right side donkey kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now coming into a forward bicycle curl, straight leg coming back. So curl coming forward, straight coming back. Forward and back. Forward and back. The idea is to feel this in your thigh muscle, and as you come back, you should feel it in your glutes. And now straight leg coming forward, curl coming back. Straight leg sweeps forward, curl coming back. And now we've reached our second minute along, so feel free to wipe off some sweat, stretch out a bit, drink some water, whatever you'd like to do. And now getting ready for a change of pace, we're actually going to come into some timed exercises, 30 seconds on the clock. So standing up with the grey band around your thighs, we're going to come down into some low squat walks, side to side, from one end of your mat to the other, and let's go. Once you're adjusted, low down, and away you go. And now a side to side shuffle squat. And now coming into a right side standing hydrants. Feel free to touch base if that helps with balance, but otherwise see if you can't keep your foot hovered the whole time. And now coming into some left side hydrants. Now coming to a right side curtsy lunge, crossed with a left knee drive. Now coming to a left side curtsy lunge, mixed right knee drive. Now coming to a squat with alternate knee abductor. So as you squat down, one knee goes out. As you come back down, the other knee goes out. And now coming to a squat with a double knee abductor. And now coming to a squat with the opposite knee, opposite elbow, waist twist. And now coming to our final minute break. Reattaching your grey band around your knees. Hovered single-legged glute bridges with a toe tap. Feel free to help lift your waist up a little bit like I'm doing. You're going to lift, and as you lower, your opposite foot taps your knee. And now switching out sides, single-legged glute bridge with a toe tap, lifting and lowering just slightly. And now glute bridge hold, shuffling your feet outwards for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And now static bridge hold for 30 seconds. Awesome job lowering down, ditching that band if you have one on. And now bringing your knees to your chest into a ball posture, just hugging yourself for a little bit. And now same stretches we started off with, bringing your right ankle to your left knee, pressing through your hands and stretching out our right side glutes. Feel free to rock through your hips a little bit if that feels nice as well. And now switching out sides, left ankle over right knee, pressing through your hands, keeping your chest upright, feeling a really nice stretch throughout your left glute. You might still feel resistance on one side versus the other. I'm a lot more open on my right side than what I am for my left. Now shifting it back, extending your legs, reaching arms up, revisiting that forward fold. It's completely fine if you need to grab behind your knees, your calves, ankles, but see if you can't reach for your feet. It's not too important how far over you bend over, and more importantly bending from the hips, as long as you're feeling a nice release throughout your hamstring and calves. Keeping a grip on your feet, shuffle your feet in towards yourself, maybe shuffle your butt towards the feet, but then lowering back nice and gently onto your back, keeping a grip on your feet and coming into happy baby. Rocking the length of your spine all the way up and then coming into an easy seated pose. We're going to come into an easy seated forward fold. So once your legs are in a comfortable position, then you're going to walk your hands forward, allowing to feel another stretch in our lower back. And then walking your hands back, coming into an easy seated pose. Elbows at your knees, maybe hands in Anay Mudra. Then rising your hands up to the sky, all that positive energy above you, bring it on down to yourself, bowing it out with yourself. Thank you all so much for watching and or following. I do hope you enjoyed either way, and I shall see you all for my future videos. Namaste.